The Isdal Woman, Norway's most chilling mystery. On November 29, 1970, a father and his two daughters were hiking near Bergen, Norway. The area was known as Isdalen, or Ice Valley. Locals called it Death Valley because climbers had fallen there before. That day, the hikers found something far stranger. Hidden among the rocks, they discovered the remains of a woman. She was badly burned. Her belongings were scattered around her. The discovery launched one of Europe's most baffling mysteries, a case still unsolved more than 50 years later. The scene. The woman lay on her back among boulders. Around her were unusual items: bottles, a broken umbrella, pieces of clothing. Several things were burned. Others had their labels cut away. Nearby, investigators found jewelry, carefully placed in a small pile. It looked deliberate, as if arranged on purpose. Most puzzling of all, there was the absence of identity. No passport, no wallet, no name. The investigation begins. Police opened an inquiry. Autopsy results showed she had taken sleeping pills. The burns were severe, but the cause of death remained unclear. Some thought it was suicide. Others believed someone had tried to disguise murder. Her fingerprints were sent through Interpol. No match was found. Whoever she was, she had lived behind a mask. The luggage soon, a breakthrough came. At Bergen's railway station, police found 2 suitcases tied to her. Inside were clothes, wigs, cosmetics, and glasses. But every label had been cut away. Among the belongings were coded notes filled with letters and numbers. When cracked, they revealed travel dates and destinations. The woman had moved constantly across Europe. Paris, Hamburg, Geneva to Oslo. She registered in hotels under at least 9 names. All false, each tied to a different passport. Witness sightings hotel staff remembered her as stylish, often in wigs. She spoke several languages, including French and German. Sometimes she claimed to be a businesswoman, other times an antiques dealer. She kept to herself, preferring meals in her room. Witnesses described her as cautious, guarded, always on edge. One staff member recalled seeing her with an unknown man. They seemed tense, almost secretive. The man was never identified. Theories of espionage. By the 1970s, Norway was part of Cold War tensions. Nearby stood military facilities and sites tied to nuclear research. Some believe she was a spy. Her disguises, coded notes, and constant travel fit the pattern. Perhaps she was gathering intelligence and silenced when discovered. But no government ever claimed her. No agency admitted involvement. The possibility of suicide. Others argue she ended her own life. The sleeping pills, the carefully placed jewelry, the absence of family stepping forward. It could have been a lonely traveler, tired of secrets. Yet the odd details, false passports, coded notes, burned belongings, make this theory feel incomplete. Unanswered questions. If it was suicide, why live under so many names? If it was murder, why arrange the scene so deliberately? If espionage, why leave her body exposed instead of erasing her completely? The mystery only deepened as investigators worked. The legacy of the case. The Isdal woman was buried in February 1971. She was laid to rest in Bergen, in a simple grave marked only by the year of her death. Police and clergy stood as mourners. Her coffin was carried by officers who still had no idea who she was. Later DNA work suggested she had European heritage, possibly from France or Germany. But still, no match. Modern investigations journalists revisited the case decades later. They found witnesses who remembered officials warning police to stay quiet. They uncovered hints she may have been followed before her death. Some files remain classified even today. Another reason espionage theories persist. Why the case still haunts, the image of the Isdal woman lingers. A traveler with many names, a life of disguises, an end surrounded by secrecy. She represents the unknown, the masks people wear and the secrets they take with them. Even now, she feels less like a stranger and more like a ghost from the Cold War. Unsolved. More than 50 years later, her identity has never been confirmed. Her notes, her false passports, her final days in Bergen, all unexplained. Was she a spy caught in Cold War shadows, a woman fleeing her past, or someone deliberately erased? The valley where she was found is quiet now, but her story echoes still. The Isdal woman remains a haunting reminder that sometimes the greatest mystery is who we really are. Please like and subscribe for more true crime, horror, and mystery stories.